So what we're going to talk about today is something that needs to happen, and it should be constitutional. It's called congressional term limits. I feel like congressional term limits should have been part of the U.S. Constitution a long time ago. Because you got people that's been in the House and the Senate, both Republican and Democrat, have been in power for way too damn long. I'm talking 30, 40, 50, 60 years. It don't matter if their legacy is amazing or god-awful. I feel like congressional term limits needs to be a thing. You got some people that's been in the House and the Senate for way too long. Like your Nancy Pelosi or Mitch McConnell and other politicians in the U.S. Even Bernie Sanders and all them. Which I'm not Republican or Democrat, but we do need congressional term limits. The president and the vice president both serve 2 terms, right? That's 8 years. If they get elected for that second term, like reelected. I'm all favor of congressional term limits because I feel like there's people that's been in power for way too long in Congress. If the president and the vice president can serve 2 terms, why can't people in Congress, House and the Senate? So it should be fair to them as well. And a lot of Americans would want that, congressional term limits. As an American myself, I would love that. So I know some people won't like it. It's because they don't want to give up that power. They don't want to give up being in power for 20, 30 years. I know President Trump came out and said he's all in favor of congressional term limits. I think he said congressional term limits should be limited to like 10 or 12 years or something like that. Which, in my opinion, I kind of disagree with that. I think it should be 8 years for people in Congress. I feel like people in Congress should only be allowed to serve 8 years in Congress. Like the president and vice president. Because you got people that are 75, 80, 90 years old still running for Congress in the U.S. and other parts of the in other states and cities. That's just ridiculous. Now, if you're competent and you're physically able and bodily able, yeah, I could see that. But when it gets to a certain age, you need to retire, spend time with your family and all that bullshit. It's time for new faces. So, we need congressional term limits. So, that's my video on why we need congressional term limits. But like, subscribe, share, comment. I got more videos coming. I'll see you later.